Welcome to Cooking with the Cook Sisters, brought to you by the United States Botanic Garden. We're very pleased to be with you regularly to offer online cooking demonstrations and home garden tips. Hi, I'm Danielle Cook. Well, we're pushing the end of August and the markets are an absolute cornucopia of amazing vegetables. I was there this morning and I loaded myself down, but I didn't have to get tomatoes because these are from my garden. And today I'm going to make a vegetarian chili with all of this. Chili in August? Yes, trust me on this. You're going to love it. And then, while the chili simmers, we're going to pay a visit to the other cook sister, Adrienne, who's going to talk to us about bugs, because something is eating her tomatoes. We'll start by rinsing the quinoa to get rid of its natural coating called saponin, which can make the quinoa taste bitter or soapy. The quinoa will act as a binder for all the wonderful vegetables in this chili. We'll let the quinoa soak in some orange juice while we prepare the other vegetables. There's a lot to cook, so let's get started. I'll heat some oil, add the onion and garlic. Let that cook a few minutes to soften and become fragrant. In addition to the chili powder in the chili, I'm going to add cumin, oregano, thyme, cayenne, and a touch of cinnamon. Add the spices to the onion and garlic, and then add tomatoes and vegetable broth. I'm using peeled and diced homegrown tomatoes, but substituting canned is fine. I'll let that cook covered for a bit while I start chopping the other vegetables. There were so many beautiful vegetables at the market today, I couldn't resist a little of everything. I'm using 1 red and 1 yellow sweet pepper and 1 red jalapeno. Grate 1 large zucchini. As the grated zucchini cooks, it virtually melts into the rest of the chili. This is a great way of getting more nutrition into your dish. You could also use yellow squash. Cut fresh corn kernels off the cobs. You can also skip that step and use frozen corn. We're also using fresh green beans in addition to kidney beans and garbanzo beans. The foundation ingredients have simmered long enough. Now we'll add the peppers, the quinoa with the orange juice, and the green beans. I'll let that cook 15 minutes uncovered. Stirring it once or twice will help you see how the quinoa is progressing. As the chili thickens and the quinoa expands, it's time to add the next set of ingredients. The grated zucchini, the corn, and no chili's complete without beans. Lastly, I'll give it a generous pinch of salt and let it simmer away. And while that's simmering, let's go see what Adrienne's bugs have been doing to her garden.
Hi, I'm Adrienne. Welcome to my garden. Late summer is an interesting time to be in the garden. Things can look a little bedraggled, but there's always something you can do about it. Let's go take a look. The leaves on otherwise healthy tomato plants begin wilting and turn brown almost overnight. Large, beautiful foliage on zucchini turning yellow and drooping. Cucumber fruits rotting. The zucchini damage is the work of the squash bug. This one's a juvenile. As they age, they turn gray, like so many of us. And here's a mature squash bug. They do damage when they suck the juices from the leaves and leave behind a toxic saliva. They're late summer pests, so plant your squash as early as you can in the spring to minimize the damage. What you're seeing on tomatoes is actually not caused by bugs, but by environmental factors. Blight, which causes the wilting, and leaf spot, fairly easy to detect, are both caused when the weather gets hot and very humid. Remove and dispose of infected leaves in the trash. Plant your tomato plants in a different location next year. So just keep picking those tomatoes, and the cukes, and the squash. Thanks for joining me in the garden today. Let's go back to Danielle and see how her rainbow chili is coming along.
This smells so good. I can't wait to dig in. I love this chili with add-ons like a little bit of cheese and maybe some avocado. And why not put in a dollop of sour cream? And I love this also with a little squeeze of lime juice. Ooh. We'll see you next week as we take our steps into early fall.